Why would you do that right when we go live?
I'm sorry. I had. Oh crap! I don't want to hear that. Okay, let's see. I need to pull up the YouTube chat so I can see.
Yeah. Pothead is always first. I swear he's always at the computer or he's always has his phone on him. David Yang, what's up? So drop some questions for Patrick. We're interviewing Patrick. We were gonna do a video, like classic video, but last week and this week were pretty similar, right?
Yeah, very similar.
So it doesn't make sense to really talk about doing the back end stuff because it's not. Okay, let's just count all the way to 100. See if we can get 100 viewers. And then let's go to 1,000. See if we can get 1,000. So you got first, second, third, fourth. Can we get 100? See if we can get 1,000 likes, guys.
If we hit 1,000K likes, I will personally. 1,000K likes, I will personally run over to Safeway and beat up a homeless person on camera. That's what that basically sounds like.
Oh my goodness. Jason Cruz can count. We can count, chat. We can count.
I posted it in the Discord.
Okay, cool. Thanks. So what did you work on this week?
So this week I was working on more just SQL stuff. So we were actually building out like schemas using Next.js. So instead of actually using something like DB browser to create your schema, we were building it out using actual code like JavaScript, which is fun.
What was the final project last week?
Last week or this week?
Well, I guess this week. You said table and table or something?
Yeah, so what we had to do was we had to create two tables that were related to each other. So one table was for projects and one table was actions, and the actions were supposed to be related to the projects. So for instance, you could have one project have many actions. So it was they called a one-to-many relationship. And so I had to create what was called a foreign key in the actions that points back to the project's key or ID, and so and then display that when I was using a GET request in Postman. Yes, foreign keys. Foreign keys is a way for you to be able to relate two tables that aren't the same.
What did Lambda use to teach SQL?
We're using, well, I mean, I guess it depends what you mean by that, because when they started off, they showed us SQLite 3, and they showed us how to like view the database using a database management system called DB browser. And that was just, to show us things like what not nullable is and unique keys and all that stuff. So that's how they started it off. And then we slowly moved to actually doing it manually, which we did this week with code.
And did you get a 3 out of 3?
Yes.
You guys should, so like right now we're doing this live, right? But you guys should see like the recorded videos that Patrick and I do are actually like an hour long usually. And we just end up joking around for like 45 minutes. Oh yeah.
It's like 5% actual work, 95% screwing around.
Yeah. But for the people that are watching the recorded version of this, the link for Lambda School is in the description. If you use it, it supports the channel, and you get $250 when you graduate. PHP my admin is new favorite browser based. Yeah, you can just use that with WAMP or MAMP or XAMPP. All those amps. Lamps if you want. Yeah, you could do lamps.
That's a Moth's favorite stack.
Yeah. Yeah, foreign keys. Are you doing many-to-many relationships?
We've already done many-to-many relationships. So we've done, and in those cases, we use things like joins, like outer join, left join, right outer join, etc., etc. Does Lambda School prepare one for a job interview? Yeah, I mean, you go through the learning process.
Just take the channel, Patrick. Go.
Yeah. So I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, they do. So besides what you learned for the 7.5 months, there's also Lambda Next, which is their job prep for another 6 months. But apparently that's been so successful, they can't even keep people in for the month. Everyone's getting hired, so.
Oh, let me come back to answer that question. What's the best framework for building microservices? Rails is tempting you? I don't know. I can't answer that. Maybe Rails. I've never built microservices. Can't say. Patrick, how much money do you think you'll get at first job?
$1 million a month.
I think you live in San Fran, so maybe like 100 to 125, 130 maybe.
Apparently, according to Indeed, the average for a full stack dev is 136K a year. So I'm hoping maybe 100K at the very least.
That's like, it's like 50K there.
Oh my
Time
god!
to hit those push-ups.
Wait, is that technically 2 push-ups or is it only 1?
That's 2 push-ups.
Okay. Here we go.
We're trying to get Patrick Call of Duty, and we've decided to exploit his physical ability to make him earn it.
Let's see. I have to make it so you all can see me.
Computer science. You're hunting for jobs. You're stuck whether to work on data structures and algorithms or work on your own projects. Work on your own projects and then study if the company needs data structures and algorithms, and then do that. Let's get that form, boy. 1, 2. Hey, those are high quality push-ups. Can't even be mad about that one. All right.
That was 2 push-ups.
Or two. Well, what we got? 58.
I'm not moving that camera back. That took me forever to get it up there.
Okay, that's fine. Just slide over to your left. Perfect.
Oh. Okay. Here we go.
Poor guy.
Oh, 5 more. Okay.
Pull the pants up. I got you, fam. Gotta make sure. I didn't see any of that. I just, 3, 4. Luke, what's up? Oh man, you're not been able to join a live stream till now. You're probably wondering what's going on. Well, we're asking questions. So really, Joe, Lambda School. No, Lambda School. I don't run Lambda School. Lambda School is it's a third party school. It's no tuition up front. You don't pay anything until you get a job making 50K or more. If you want to read more, there's a link in the description. It says schools I've worked with. If you use that link, you sign up, right? Or you can just Google it. But if you sign up with mine, you get money when you graduate. So
full stack development, Matthias.
Yeah, Luke, in case you're wondering, normally Patrick and I, we do a video every Friday. Well, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. But I released a video yesterday about portfolios, and we wanted to mix it up this week. So we're just, drop some questions about what has been your biggest learning curve? Like, what's the hardest thing so far?
For me?
Yeah.
It was honestly that intermediate React week, and then the Redux. So that one was when I had the biggest struggle. There was I don't know. There was a big disconnect for me with things like React Router, and just kind of using that and understanding single page applications. But once I got through that, and then with Redux, when we used the state management with Axios, it unlocked everything for me. So those were my hardest weeks. Is my volume good, by the way? I'm kind of far away from the mic.
You're good. I don't have a portfolio because my domain expired, and I have no real reason to create another portfolio because this is what I do now. I don't apply to jobs too much. I could make one. Maybe I'll make a course on how to make a portfolio that I would customize and then sell that to support the channel. I don't know. That's a good idea. Patrick, do you have one? Did they make you one yet?
No, we don't do that till the end, but I do have a LinkedIn that acts kind of like a temporary portfolio right now.
Oh, LinkedIn. What?
Do you want me to post my LinkedIn?
That's up to you. If you want to get doxxed, you go ahead and do that, but you don't have to.
Yeah.
Do I think programming jobs are becoming oversaturated as more people are? No, that's just. I think that's just a common fallacy. I think it's oversaturated with people that don't know how to do basic code. There's a lot of computer science graduates that can't do FizzBuzz. Look it up. That's a well-known study. Lots of people are good with theory, but they can't even code a for loop. They don't even know, the gotchas in it. They don't know the if-else statements. They don't know the logic behind it. As a programmer, you should only focus one language or framework, or you should play around with different stuff. What do you think?
No, I don't. I really don't agree with that. Do you think one programmer
No, no.
gets a
I think it was a
job?
question. He just said it as a statement.
Oh, if that's a question, no, I don't agree with that. I think you should be willing and able to learn just about anything so you can be more diverse and able to take more jobs. I mean, what I'm learning today with React, or even I'm learning Angular by myself right now. 5 years from now, that's not going to be what we're using, I'm sure. It's going to be something new. So,
Learning how to learn is the goal. Let me update this. When you do a for loop, wait, what? I plus plus or I minus minus. Wait, what?
here's what you really do. You do a while loop with no breaking condition, and you just go on and on and on.
Or yeah, you could do that too. I don't know. I plus plus or I minus minus.
I plus plus. That's me personally.
I plus equals to 1. Duh.
Oh,
Got him.
what you do is I equals I times 2.
Yeah. Vincent, welcome to the stream. Can you get a recap? I don't know if you got the recap, but yeah, Patrick and I normally do the recorded video, but we decided to do it live stream, mix it up today. I don't, if you're looking for a review, this is your man. So if you got questions, I'm gonna update the text here real quick. Patrick, keep doing what you do. You're full screen
Let's
anyways.
see. And I hope you don't go infinitely. No. Only infinite loops are the only ones we like.
What is this?
Here
we go.
When people ask if I want to iterate forwards or backwards, I tell them I want to iterate into your heart if it's a girl.
No.
That's the best. The dev pickup lines are the
No.
best ones. They're so bad.
No.
They're so bad.
No, Patrick.
I'll tell my girlfriend some of them, and she'll just be like, "Why am I dating you?"
It's because of those great form and your push-ups, obviously.
I guess I have great form.
I'm trying to
You have to go
update
all the
the
way to
text.
a 45-degree angle. That's how you do it.
Gotta touch your chin.
How much time do you plan to study before being qualified for a job? If I'm almost 100% positive if I wanted to right now, I could go out and look for a job. That's kind of like where I think I am at knowledge-wise, but obviously I'm paying no matter what. So I want to go through the comp sci portion at the very least before I can start doing that stuff. How best can one handle an application that is meant for millions of users? If you're gonna be, I think if you're gonna be handling more than like 1,000 users, you should start seriously considering maybe moving into your own server or starting to pay for like premium server space. How's Lambda been? I have over like 800 people on LinkedIn now as connections, and I barely even added anyone. So take that with a grain of salt, if you will, but it's my anecdotal experience.
Yeah, but Alan, they're not supposed to look for jobs until they're done. So that doesn't happen until the end. Like the job prep Lambda Next thing doesn't happen until the end of Lambda School. After he's done with his backend, Python, computer science, then he hits that Lambda Next, and that's where they start telling him, hey, apply here, hey, this job is good for you. Send in your resume, But like that doesn't happen yet, because if you were to quit now, he has to pay back money. So
might as well go through the whole thing.
yeah, I mean, he has to pay back what he would owe if he did the full thing right now if he quit. So it just doesn't make any sense for him to not do that. Any good advice for a 10-minute interview with Karen? Ask Karen who you're going to be working with. Tell her she has nice shoes and you like her shirt. But don't make it weird. And then also maybe, I would just ask to meet the team that you're going to be working with. I don't know. Try to just be a normal human. Make sure you dress well. Put some cologne on. You use Robot Framework for automated testing, but for Windows applications. Any free tools that can help? I've never used Robot Framework. I can't. I wish I knew.
I think the only testing we learn for like, API and all that stuff is Jest. That's what I remember correctly. That's what we're learning in like 2 weeks. We have authentication coming up this week, so that'll be fun.
Vincent, am I streaming tomorrow? Yeah, I stream every day. And then I'll make another video later today, but I don't know what it's going to be yet. Could be resume reviews, could be my setup. Maybe my setup, maybe mobile applications you can learn code while you fall asleep.
Java or C++? I learned C++, so I would go with C++, but that's up to you. They're both really good languages.
I would say C++. How important is cover letter for applying? Go watch my video where I interview my boss, and she says that's the reason why she hired me. Obviously, you know.
If you put in extra effort to make yourself look better, they're always gonna put you at the top of the stack.
Cologne is one of those things people disagree. Well, people, you know, whatever, right? I think I'd rather smell like cologne and have you not like the smell of my cologne than just smell like the office. Like, no, pass. I don't know. I always pick good smells. Generally, I don't pick something that smells like your grandpa, right?
This is what I wear for interviews, and then I wear what is it called, Versace, or however you say the name, on my day to day.
How important is cover letter? Well, yeah, so I answered that. Is networking as in you could find a mentor if you wanted, or have a group? What do you mean? I mean, he has a group. His mentor is available to him through Lambda School.
Yeah, my PM, and then our PM manages like a small group of people out of the cohort, and there's like 9 PMs that manage their own small groups out of like the 80 people that are there. Each group is like 8 people.
I was gonna say, if you're lurking, I appreciate your time. That's it. That's all I want to say. I appreciate you lurking. Appreciate you being here, spending your Saturday, spending a few minutes with us, Patrick and I. If you could, on your way out, when you're done lurking, hit that thumbs up, please, and thank you.
And subscribe if you haven't already.
I don't know why people would be here. I don't know how they would have found me if they weren't subscribed. I think that's, you know. What are you most looking forward to next in Lambda?
I'm really looking forward to authentication, and then I really want to see what all this like snapshot testing is about, like using Jest. That's gonna be awesome. It is Eros, pothead. It is Eros. I'm sorry.
Would I wear a suit and formal clothes to a coding interview? Depends on the company. To Google?
You should.
Meh.
You should ask the HR person before you hang up what the dressing policy is like.
Yeah.
And then the general idea is you dress one step up from that.
I don't even own a suit and tie. I've never worn one to any job interview ever. I've always worn just a button up and some khakis and some dress shoes. That seems to do well enough. And even then, in software, you're the most overdressed guy. Like, everyone else is wearing cargo shorts, flip flops, maybe even just some just some t-shirt with like some memes on it or something. And then everyone's like, "Oh, he's the guy that they must be interviewing today." And then you look at them and you're like, "Yeah, okay, this is the right place to be." Like, you don't want to walk in. If you see a developer wearing a suit and tie, I think you're probably safe to pass on that.
I want to work in a place where I can just be in shorts and a shirt all day.
Exactly.
Yeah, my girlfriend doesn't like Eros very much. So when I'm around her, I actually wear this other cologne called Dolce & Gabbana, the one. That one's a really good one too.
Commercial. How long was it before they contacted you after you finished the coding?
I didn't wait for them to contact me. I finished the coding challenge, and then I emailed Karen myself. I hunted her down and emailed her. It took about 2 days after that.
Okay. Do you have her email on hand?
No, I don't, and I don't know if I'm allowed to give that out. So
if you can find it, then you probably. But Karen is the lady who manages entrance and admissions, so.
I think her email is publicly available on the website anyways.
Yeah, so
if not, just ask.
Yeah, just go look for contact us. Better safe to do what Patrick's saying, don't be afraid to reach out. Remember you asking when HTML knowledge was enough to move CSS. You landed a mid-level front-end job not too long ago. Just want to thanks for the heart. Hey, thanks, Alan. I appreciate that. I'm glad that you got one. How is it? Does it pay good? You don't have to say, but what are the benefits? What do you do?
Yeah, Alan's in our Discord too, Josh.
Oh, yeah.
And if you guys haven't already, we do have a Discord also that everyone asks questions
ahead.
in and we help out.
What do I say? I'll let you do my intro. I'll turn this way, so I won't cheat.
And if you, I don't even remember how you say it, so I'm just gonna say it the way I would say it. We have a Discord. You guys should go check it out. Click on the link. It's in the description below. And if you need help with any code, we'll help you out. It's a great community.
You got a paper you reading off of?
No,
We use some work. It's okay.
I know.
It's all right. I do this every day. Which is easier?
I haven't.
Backend or
go ahead.
Python? JS backend.
I haven't done the Python backend yet. We're actually going to be doing in the computer science section. We're going to be doing Python with Django and then learning some MongoDB, I guess, for that. But I've only done JS backend and I enjoy it. I like JS. Luis during React. No, we have Luis right now for the backend. He's a really good guy. He wants to play Black Desert with me because I called him out for having it on one of his one of our things, and he's like, "Oh, we should play together." So,
Zach, welcome aboard. There was one here that I was going to ask. Oh, by the way, the $1 for one push-up applies to Patrick. We're currently trying to get him Call of Duty so he can play Blackout. So if you want to see a programmer attempt to do push-ups to earn his Call of Duty, they're not going to me. This is donation stream for Patrick. Let's see. Yeah, you actually have to take a code test to get into Lambda, and then you have to do like an interview, right? I don't know what they ask you in the interview. What do they ask you?
it's more just behavioral questions. So, like, do you have a way to support yourself for the 7.5 months, et cetera, et cetera? Why do you want to be a web dev? What made you want to do this, et cetera? Nothing too bad.
Did they make you like explain your living situation?
I just said yes. Like, I can support myself for the 7.5 months. I didn't really have to go into detail.
Okay. Just curious on how that worked. And then I think they keep changing the entrance exam test. So.
Yeah, I think it's changed like twice since I did it.
Yep. And then I wonder if the new people behind you now are doing the like if their curriculum has changed from what you've learned.
I don't know. I know that CS14 is doing like React is like at the end of their React stuff, I think now.
Already?
Like they're doing Redux, yeah.
Yeah, the intro course is free. So Lambda also has like they have like a free 2-week beginners web dev.
Yeah, it's totally easy. Just go on welfare. Let the government support you while you do this.
I don't know how you pay rent and food.
Oh my god.
All right, time to hit the
Why is it the lack of 1 penny? It's always the like, hey, let's just do 19.99 instead of 20.
I think it depends on where you're doing it from. Chris.
Oh god.
I saw your message. Go ahead.
Thanks, Chris, by the way. You're an awesome dude.
You don't have to do it all at once, fam. Dave, took the pre-course. Rip Pat. Chris, for the weather, tell me what time that's good for you, right? We can do that in a video whenever. I was going to do... I have to do a video later today. We can do it today. We can do it tomorrow.
Oh, no.
Just let me know.
All right, hold on. I'm just trying to make sure I can get the right angle so you can all see me dying. All right,
it's an iPhone thing? Okay. You don't have to do them. Just do a couple sets of 10. What are we at? 25? Halfway? Oh. Alright, so he just don't... he can't hear us. So now... let's do tomorrow. This is supposed to be... Patrick. Really making him work. Let me, I think I have BattleNet open, right? I can just donate. You got 10 more to do, fam.
Oh! Okay, I need just a little bit of a breather.
Should we swap to sit-ups?
You guys can't see it, but I'm sweating profusely right now. I'm a fat ass. Okay.
I don't know how
I
to
might
donate
have to
my
do
own
this
stream.
as 5 and 5. So
How do I donate to my own stream? Oh, we got.
my dog is looking at me like I'm a weirdo. No! I can see that my arms are dying. Okay. Oh. Oh.
Anyways, guys, you can drop some cues in here if you
Dude,
want.
that's fine.
Holy.
Chris, why? Why?
Yeah. Game over. Game over.
I'm dying.
Let me minimize this. Let me figure out how to gift.
Okay,
Space Dev, what's up, dude? Let's just.
I'm gonna be buff by the time this is done.
All right. I can't minimize this, right? Because I'm streaming on this. So let's figure out how to gift him. I think we hit it, right? So that's 40, 50. Craig donated 5. Yeah. All right.
Can I do knee?
Tag me in,
push-up
fam.
for a little bit?
Tag me in. Tag me in, fam. Dave.
Oh my god, that's too far.
Patrick. Patrick, what you doing, fam?
I'm dying. Send an ambulance.
All right, guys. Hold on. I got you.
Go to the telephone?
I got you. What, how many are we at? Chris, this is just torture for the man.
Can I do sit-ups?
We're gonna make me jealous. Never seen him get this level.
Okay. I'm still getting to Chris's other 5. I just did 5 out of Chris's 10. I still have to do another 20. And then I have to do another
And another 10. Tag me in. Tag me in. All right.
Oh, let me just finish
All
the
right.
5.
Hold on. I got you. Here we go. Tag him in. Where'd I get my jacket? My grandpa gave it to me. I think it made me look really hipster. It kind of looks like I'm smuggling paraphernalia. Tag. All right.
You in.
All right. Here we go. Patrick, take over the stream. Keep asking Patrick questions. I'll be here. You probably want to see both, right? Make sure. How many did you do?
I did the 10 for Chris, so there's 20 and 10 left.
No, there's 10 more. You got 10 more. We're at like 70 now, so we got it. So here we go.
Why do you all hit me?
All right.
Okay, ask me questions. Let's see.
I had Little Caesars earlier, so this is gonna be real fun. Here we go.
5. Let's see. Patrick, what was the Lambda School interview like? Oh wait, did we already answer that? I think we did. So there was I was gonna do the intro course, but I knew enough of JavaScript to kind of get through it. And so I just emailed her letting her know I finished it, and she scheduled an interview to call me, and so went through the call. And the call is just a behavioral call. Oh, Dave, thank you for the dono. It's another 5. Oh.
How do I donate to my own stream? Patrick, do more.
Am I being tagged in?
No, not yet. I did,
Okay.
I don't know, what was that, 15, 20? I'll do 10 more, maybe. Then I'll tag you.
I'm about to actually roll into a grocery store because I can't use my arms. Just like a noodle.
Yeah, just keep grabbing the questions. I'll tag you back in here in a sec.
Let's see.
All right.
Today is the hardest thing I've had to do since joining Lambda. Yes. Hypertrophy. That's funny.
Was that 5, 6?
6.
Okay. We knock out 4 more. I didn't go to the gym yesterday. I hit chest pretty good. And I had to do 80 push-ups yesterday. And I did bench press, so it's good stuff.
As much as it hurt me to go through to do these push-ups, guys, I really do appreciate you actually donating. What do I like about Lambda? I really love the structure that it has, and it, like, if I was self-teaching myself, I would never have gotten to where I'm at, probably within a year. I want that handstand, fam. You want me? I'm gonna fall on my computer and kill myself.
All right, I don't know how to.
Okay, did you do Chris's 20?
I did 30. So, how many did you do?
Let's see, I did a 20, I did a 10, and I did a 5, so I did 35. Oh, handstand is for Josh.
I'm gonna handstand? Not in this room. I already broke my boom mic stand. We break everything else in here.
What about a one-handed push-up?
One sincere attempt right now. One hand push-up after just the push-ups. Hold on. Let's see. I'll try. These are gonna come off.
Space Face Dev Lambda is a live online boot camp. That's the way I would describe it, but I would say since it's longer than like the usual 15. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I tried. I don't know how else to like earn your living on YouTube after this.
But yeah, it's 7.5 months. It's not like 15 weeks or 12 weeks like all those other ones. So I'd call it more of like a school. Chris, with both React and Node experience under my belt now, do I prefer front end or back end? I actually really enjoy back end, but I feel like I would need a job that does both because I love doing both, I think. So how long did you spend learning programming for Lambda? I actually got my AS in Comp Sci from C at my community college, so that's my experience.
This isn't for me. This is for Patrick.
Yeah, I wanna play with my buddies, and I'm poor Lambda student.
I look like a legit YouTuber. I look like you can tell it's legit because I have an actual separate mic and I don't use this one. That's how you know.
I'll be right back, guys. I need to go get myself a Diet Dr. Cancer.
Diet Dr. Did I miss any questions? What don't you like about Lambda? I think it's really difficult. There's nothing, I don't know. I guess just define, don't like. No, all these aren't for me. They're for Patrick today. It's Patrick's day. It's Patrick vid.
My dog is looking at me like I'm a fucking weirdo. He was just like staring at me while I was doing my push-ups.
Shot in the dark. Do I know any East Coast Lambda part-timers in the Discord? East Coast. I do have a contact on Slack. Yeah, I know someone on Slack that's part-time. I don't specifically know if he's on Discord or, you know.
Kieran's a PM for part-time 3, so maybe you can ask Kieran about it. Kieran is a PM for them.
If you donate $100, will we both dab? I'll give you a free one. There you go. We just devalued ourselves there. Also getting the AS and CS in the summer. Have I made any money on Upwork? I've never made any money on Upwork. Well, actually that's not true. A little bit, but not too much. There's this thing going around right now where people outside of the US are messaging people in the US on LinkedIn if you're in the software niche, and they're saying, hey, can I use your Upwork account? I'll do the work for you and then give you the money.
They don't teach Electron, but I want to learn it because you can actually, I think it's really cool. You can make desktop apps out of React apps. Like VS Code is made in Electron, and so is, I think, Discord actually. And to answer your question, Kieran, we actually do have a guy in our cohort. He lives in the UK. Maybe I can ask him if Josh can interview him or something and see what happens there. If Josh wants
to, yeah. I do have. Yeah, I do have someone at Lambda at part-time. We're supposed to do an interview. We just haven't set it up yet.
He's a very smart dude. His name's Tom. He's really smart. I don't know if the Kieran in the YouTube chat is the same one that I go to Lambda with, so can get a yay or a nay in the chat from Kieran if that's true or not.
Trussus, what's up? Good day. How's it going?
I would, if I could have, knowing what I do now, I would have spent a lot more time refining my vanilla JavaScript experience. No, I'm almost halfway there, Luis. I'm at 12 weeks going on my 13th week.
So he's about to be done with all the web dev stuff, and then he's going to move on to computer science, fundamentals, data structures, algorithms, all that.
Thank you for the confirmation. Yeah, Kieran in my Lambda course is actually, I mean, I applied for the PM for part-time, but I didn't get it. There's a couple from my cohort who got it.
An international Lambda school. Yeah, I should ask him. I think a lot of people would be interested if he paid 20K up front or what he did to find the solution for that.
Chris, my guy, My Hero Academia or Naruto, My Hero Academia all the way. I'm about to get all the hate in the world right now, watch. Can you be a PM if you're doing part-time? I don't know. I don't know if you can. That's a good question, actually. I'm in CS13. Can I critique your Java method? Well, considering I don't know Java at all, it'd be basically me looking at it going, yeah.
You live in East Europe, you want to start studying at Lambda, and then after that Lambda job, how does that work? It depends on how good of a case you make for yourself. I've interviewed the CEO myself, and typically what they do is they charge a flat rate up front for out of the US students, which is 20K, which is the cost of the boot camp up front, because they have no way to make you pay them back. They have no way to track your income. They have no way to go and get the money that you essentially have taken, right, if you don't pay them back. So it's a little bit different. If you make a case that, hey, I've done this X, Y, and Z. I really can't afford it though, but I'm really dedicated. I have everything set up. I'll pay you back. I'll move to a higher paying country where I can pay you back, right? Because if you live in East Europe, I'm assuming salaries are lower there. You're not going to get paid as much even if you do get a job, which is not going to be able to pay them back enough, So it really depends. I would figure out a way to make a case for yourself, figure out a way to really show that you're dedicated, and then email the CEO directly, I guess. Email Austin.
Nima, to answer your question, is Python a good language to learn data structures and algorithms? Any language that's OOP is a good one. It's not about which one's better for it. It's about which one you know how to write the best in, really, honestly. What are some things that I've done already to prepare myself for finding a career after Lambda? I've set up myself on LinkedIn to get a lot of people that are in the industry in my area. I have a lot of them added. I reach out to them. I say, hey, congrats on the job, etc. Whatever I can, just to show that I'm an actual person. And then I've just been doing my research on the market in my area, looking at what they require, if it's React or Angular, etc., etc. And luckily for me, a lot of it's the same. Like here in the Bay Area, it's very React heavy, and it's very JavaScript backend heavy too. So, but besides that, for now, I haven't really done anything else. I do want to sign myself up on Meetup and go to some meetups though. It's true, really, Joe. It is a big difference between 50K and 100K. But no matter what you're making, it caps at 30K. So you could be making 150K a year, and you'll pay less. You'll still hit the 30K cap before you pay after 2 years. You would stop. Okay, let me rephrase that. If you're making 72K or more a year, because I've calculated this out, you will hit your 30K cap before you hit 2 years. And so if you hit 30K before you hit your 2 years, you're done paying. currently work as a Java developer at my first job. Should I learn Python as well? I'm of the mindset that if you want to learn it, you should, no matter what anyone tells you. Like, if you have the willingness to learn it, then just do it.
Yeah.
Yes.
30K, that's it. So how it works is, I don't know, do the math, right? That's still equivalent, if not cheaper than a college degree.
Well, I can tell you right now, at my community college, it was about, for the 2.5 years that I went, when I calculated it out, it was almost 20K. And that was just for my AS.
Really? My community college
but
was like 1,000
well, I mean, so it was
a
about
semester.
250 a semester, and then I calculated in books is about 200, 300 a quarter, and there's 4 quarters in a year. Oh, okay, not 20K, maybe 10, 15, but still, like, that's before you even calculate in going to get your bachelor's degree for that extended, knowledge.
What kind of energy drinks do you recommend? What kind of energy? Well, I recommend that you take a nice dose of Focus Plus by Drive supplements. I can't. I don't really. Maybe Monster. Maybe just the Monster White Zero. Whatever. Those are good. TypeScript. It's backed by Microsoft. Doesn't matter what it's backed by. Just because Microsoft backs it doesn't mean companies use it. That just means Microsoft backs it. Like, that's it.
I think TypeScript is used purely in Angular, so if you're gonna learn Angular, it's worth learning TypeScript.
Patrick, how'd you get into coding? Tell us your story. Oh, but let me welcome all the new people. Then I will. Hold on. I'm gonna let you finish. Yeah, I just want to say welcome to all the new people that were here. We're just interviewing Patrick. Typically, we do a video every week, like recorded. But last week's curriculum wasn't so different to this week's curriculum, so we just do it live. Change it up. You could ask him directly all the things that you probably want to ask that you didn't get to tell me to ask him, or things I just didn't cut in the video. Yeah, so if you're interested in Lambda, this is your go-to guy. We'll make a video until he finishes. Then we'll check in on his job search, all that stuff. But the link for Lambda is in the description. If you use it, it supports the channel. And you get $250 when you graduate, so it's kind of neat.
To answer a previous question, Luis, yes, I do have a college degree. It's an AS in Comp Sci. Edward, yes, I do side projects. I actually have done like 3 websites for different friends that have both a front end and a back end. But after auth, I'm going to add some authorization to it. And then to go to, I think that's Trashier's Monkey. I don't know how to say your name. I'm sorry if I butchered that. How did I get into coding? At a young age, my father was always big on like technology. And so from a young age, I was always kind of like influenced by it. And then around the age of 8 was when we had our first computer, and I loved messing around on it. And I always wondered how the things worked and how things, interacted and how they did this. So I used to take computers apart and put them back together. And then when my parents would try to limit me from being on the computer, I would lock them out from the BIOS. And, it just kind of snowballed effect, right? So it just kind of got more and more, like I just got more and more interested in it as I got older. So when I hit 16, I started learning some C++, and then when I got out of high school, I went straight to community college to learn it. So that's how I got into coding. Let's see. Yes. How much did the AS help you? It got me some intro, like a little bit of like introduction into like data structures and algorithms and understanding things like OOP. But beyond that, the bachelor's is when you start to get more of the meat of the degrees of the comp sci degree, but it's all theory based. Like that's the thing is after I did my 3 coding classes, my intro to C++, my intermediate C++, and my advanced C++, you basically it's been theory from then on out. And so it's just kind of like if I have to self-teach myself how to do stuff and create my own projects on the side, then what's the point in paying a college $60,000 to $100,000 for stuff that I could probably just learn on my own anyway? Pat, can you describe in a little detail what the code challenge was comprised of, how much time you had, etc.? If I remember correctly, you have 3 days to complete it, like 2 or 3 days. When I did it, it was just some simple stuff like printing out the odd numbers from an array or FizzBuzz, etc. It wasn't that bad, but I know they've changed it like 2 or 3 times since then, so I don't know what it's like anymore. Do I hide my porn in program files folder? No, I hide it on my girlfriend's computer where she least expects it. Yeah, Chris is a great guy. He's very helpful, and he's one of our community managers on the Discord. So if you have any questions, he'll help you out too.
That sounds so official, community manager. But yeah, he's always there. Patrick's there. We got a lot of good people there. So if you're not there, link for that down below. Seriously, we got code channels, we got daily chat, we got books, motivation. I don't know, it's just a fun place to hang out, especially if you're like trying to learn on your own and you get stuck a lot. Like, I tried to create what was missing. There's a lot of elitism in code, especially if you ever visit the old Stack Overflow and ask any question there. That can get, a little bit crazy. Well, it's kind of annoying when you try to get a question answered and everyone's like, "You noob, didn't you look?" Yeah, I did, but I don't understand. So I tried to fill that. Like right now, while the channel's small, I don't know. I don't really tolerate elitism. If you're going to be that way, bye.
As far as job search, did the AS give me a good advantage? No. So the thing with the jobs in the industry is that it doesn't matter what degree you really have. I mean, yeah, like it's a box to tick if you have a bachelor's degree in comp sci, but what they care about is that you can actually walk the walk and not just talk the talk, right? So I would say if you have a good knowledge of data structures and algorithms and are able to code it efficiently yourself and describe why one way is better than the other, and then you can also create what they need you to do, whether that's a take-code code challenge, then you're good. But with my AS, I was not prepared at all for any of that stuff, so I would say no.
They're going to find out if you know how to code when you get the test, and you're going to get a test. Unless you know someone that knows someone, you're not going to get a job without taking the test. So that's the only thing that separates the men from the boys in this industry.
Or you post a little thing on Craigslist saying you'll pay someone $500 to do it for you.
I bet someone will do it for free if you post on Stack Overflow saying that this is for a personal project and not for homework and not for a job. People would do it for you. But they're still going to figure out that it's not working once that happens because you're not going to be able to do the job. I take that back. That may or may not be true. Usually code tests are a little bit more difficult than what you do on a day-to-day. They just want to know if they had to raise your level of performance up at a moment's notice, could you do it? Will I make a tutorial on GitHub how to use it efficiently? I have made a tutorial on GitHub. It's on my Teachable. It's a course there.
Not just that, but you also did a video on it too.
Yeah, it's all there. I talk about Git flow, all that stuff.
But yeah, his Teachable course goes more in depth. So if you want something that's a little more than just the surface level, go check it out.
I'm acting like an Amazon hiring.
He would be more like this, beep boop.
Yeah. I think we'll stick around for maybe like 10 more minutes. We've been streaming for like an hour. I don't want to go too long, right? Because I still want people to be able to watch the recorded version of this. And normally the videos are only like 10 minutes. So, are we good on the push-ups? Did we fulfill our obligation?
I think we did.
No, we didn't.
And we didn't?
No. I did the handstand. I marked that one off. I got 10 more for Dave. You got 5 more for Craig.
I did the 5 for Craig.
All right, then do the 5 for Dave.
Wasn't the 5 for the handstand?
Yeah, no, but like.
Okay.
We just want to watch you struggle, okay?
Oh, I'm so, oh, gosh. Yes, fuck me. What are the placement rates for Lambda, and does Lambda have hiring partners? How many students do they hire out of Lambda? I don't know what the placement rates for Lambda are, but I know that they have a thing on the website that says exactly like based off of cohort. 1 second.
That's all good. What did the donate total get to? I don't know how to see.
But yeah, to answer your question, Dave, they have their statistics on their website. I don't know how up to date they are, but I think now it's almost 100% because I've seen every single person getting, like, we have a hired chat and there's so many people posting there.
And the getting hired chat?
Yes, sir.
Will
It pleases us to watch you struggle.
Will AI and robotics make physical work obsolete? No. There's some things that just robots can't do, right? Like, have you ever seen the video where MKBHD walks through the Tesla manufacturing plant with Elon Musk, and MKBHD is like, why can't a robot do this? And he's like, all right, look what this person does, trying to fit these little moving parts into moving items, and then changing tools, and then it just won't happen. We can link tomorrow, do the community project. It was fun. Chris, appreciate the donos. Oh, I'm sure Patrick does. This is all for Patrick. This is Patrick's stream today. So Patrick, take it away for the last 10 minutes. I'll be here if you need me.
I do want to just say to everybody, thank you. I very much appreciate the donations. I've never gotten donated that much money in my life ever, not even $1. And even if my arms hate it, I appreciate it. So thank you very much, guys. You too, Chris. You sexy bastard, you.
If you're here and you like the stream, hit that thumbs up. I appreciate it. And as always, shoot me an email if you want. What else? Did I miss any questions? You could drop some questions for me if you want. I'll chime in. Is humanity getting lazier the more technology advances? Isn't that the point? Isn't that why we create things, to make our lives easier?
I know, huh?
Yes, Alan, yeah, I do that. I'm lucky enough to have parents who are willing to support me in the meantime.
It's pretty dope, though. My parents be like, you get a job and do that full time. Be like, but it's full time.
Awesome, Dave. I really, really hope you get in, and I'll see you in Lambda. Greetings from San Jose, California. My girlfriend's working right now, otherwise I would. Are these A50s? No, these are actually Sennheiser Game 1s. Had these things for like a year now.
Patrick, you're a cool dude. We appreciate the Patrick. We appreciate the Patrick.
We appreciate the Patrick.
Yeah, no, but seriously, dude, like if we didn't meet, if you didn't reach out, Patrick was one of the only people on Slack on Lambda that reached out. I was like, I'll do it. He's like, I'll watch your vids, and then
I'm like one of the only people who even noticed Josh in the chat. Like he was like, "Hey guys, I'll be shadowing the thing." And I'm like, like I know him.
He sent me a meme like after the second message. I was like, all right, you're the guy. Here we go. All right, this will work for me.
And it's okay if someone dislikes the live stream. There's always haters.
I don't know. People just do it just out of spitefulness, and it doesn't matter. If anything, it just drives the controversy of the video up. A lot of videos that have large amount of dislikes have lots of views. I'm not saying that this does, but
quickly, everyone go. Just kidding. What was the most important project I've worked on? I think so far the one that I feel is the most impressive, personally, is the front end project, but only because I added more to it than what was needed. Like I added drag and drop functionality for the nodes. I've actually finally added searchability and sorting ability, and I don't know. I feel good about it personally. I got good memory. Yeah, see, that's the only reason I even passed high school. I never did homework in high school, but I always remembered everything that was taught to us, so I always aced the tests. My teachers would go, Patrick, why don't you ever do the homework? You'd be an A student. And I said, homework is just a way to reinforce the concepts. If I'm passing the test, why do I need to reinforce the concepts?
Does having tattoos affect you in a negative way at HR? No, it doesn't. I mean, typically you shouldn't wear a t-shirt to an interview, so that shouldn't be a problem. You should wear something long sleeve to an interview no matter what. Just wear a button up with long sleeves. See, I messed up, right? I went too far. I wasn't paying. He's like, just tell me when enough birds are enough. And it only took him a couple minutes each. And I wasn't paying attention, and he hit this last one here. And I was like, well, he went too far, so I have to wear, if I go to an interview or somewhere that cares about tattoos, which probably wouldn't work somewhere that did, because I'm a developer behind the scenes, but it doesn't really affect. I don't think people care. There's a lot of younger people in dev for the most part, and most of the people our age are just like, yeah, you do you. That's cool. Let's all code some cool stuff. Now let's go play some games or whatever.
Ivan, is that a question for me or is that one for Josh?
I think that's yours. I think that was for Patrick. I think Patrick's end goal is like he wants to get his own. He wants to buy his own house. I think that's like his major end goal. Let's see. Oh, the lighting's really well. Post Malone face tats are obviously the only choice. Have the programming jobs you apply for run background checks? Every job that I've ever worked for has run a background check. They actually had. There was one guy that applied to be a dev at the company where I worked, and they were gonna run a background check on him. And then right as he was about to accept the job, he had to sign his name on the background check approval, and he just ghosted out. He just disappeared. It's like, okay, if you're hiding something, not cool. Like, if you're honest about having a record, okay, whatever, no problem. Just, you made it out. You did your time. You just have to be upfront and honest about it. Some companies, like if you want to work at a finance, I applied somewhere that wanted to check my credit. They wanted to check if I had ever taken unemployment. They wanted to check if I had any social assistance or anything like that. And they wanted to if they have to check your credit, they have to do they want to do a hard pull, which means, hey Patrick, they want to do a hard pull on your credit, which means it shows an inquiry on your credit, and when it shows an inquiry, it drops your credit rating down. So I wouldn't ever apply to a job like that or sign an agreement to do that, because it's not a job's business to it's not any of their business to know how you spend your money, because it might not be all about you, right? Maybe your family, you try to help your family out, or there's a number of reasons that credit goes up and down. And if people are going to judge you based on how you spend your money, as long as you come to work and doing your job, you shouldn't care. Any advice for people just starting? You want to answer that one?
If I was to give some advice for that, I would say make sure that you actually pay attention to your classes or whatever you're studying. Just because being kind of absent for certain things can start to really roll over, because comp sci is about building on top of things. So you need your foundation before you can start building your house, right? So make sure you get the basics down. That would be my advice.
Edgy tat, bro? I guess so. Let's see. Did we miss anything else? We got 3 more minutes. Don't be a douche. Let's see. Yeah, but what is your end goal? I think it was just to buy a house in Oregon, right?
Yeah, my end goal is to be able to own a house before 35. That's just the bucket list top. So.
And obviously, well, I don't know if you'd spoil the kids. You don't seem like the type of dad that would do that, but be able to take care of the kids.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously, but that kind of goes hand in hand with having a house.
If your job is hardware technician and you want to swap to software, how easy will the transition be? Why do you want to swap to software? I don't know. You gotta do it for the right reasons. A lot of people switch to software from out of I don't know. They do it for the wrong reasons. They do it because they want the money, and not not because they like to code or problem solve. And so at the end of the day, there's actually a lot of videos you can go watch on YouTube. One guy, I remember I saw, he's like, I'm starting code bootcamp and I'm gonna be documenting every day. And then I don't know, 4 weeks later, he posted another video that was like, I'm dropping out of boot camp. And it was the same. He's like, I couldn't do it. We had to sit there and code with music too long. I didn't get to talk with anyone because every time I went to go talk to my friend that was coding, he said, hey, I can't really focus. I'm trying to do this. Oh, well, okay. Patrick makes YouTube vids.
Yeah, I do. It's on my channel if you want to check it out. I haven't made any in a while, too. I really need to. You need to get back on that YouTube grind.
You need to stream some of your projects. I think that'd be neat.
Yeah, I want to do more just me streaming me coding and just talking about what I'm doing.
Yeah, maybe do it where you're not timed.
Yeah. Have a 5-hour live stream.
I've gone to almost 3 before. I guess that's it. I think we're good. We'll start We'll do some shout. You want to do some shout outs? You do the shout outs. You're the guest. Patrick, it's on you. I'll let you end the stream.
How do you what? Shout out to Alan, Edward, Trossers, Ivan, myself, Dave, Andrew, Zach, all you lurkers out there who didn't say anything. Give a thumbs up if you guys really enjoyed this live stream. And check out the Discord once again if you haven't already. We're a bunch of cool dudes all working towards the same goal. And if you need help, I'm always on, so I will always help you out if need be, if I can. So.
Patrick, do you want to drop your channel?
Okay, I guess I'll drop my channel.
Shout me
one
out,
second.
we're fighting. Alan, what's up, dude? Edward, thanks.
What?
Face, Andrew, Pothead.
Fight me IRL.
Chris is already gone. Kieran, I don't know if you're here. All you lurkers out there, seriously, before you head out, just hit the thumbs up. It really does help these videos do good, right? It's how I base my income now. So over time, it actually helps because the engagement rate. So it looks good. He dropped his channel. Ivan, thanks for hanging out. I guess that's it, guys. Appreciate the donos. You made Patrick's weekend. He's going to be playing Call of Duty. He's going to drop out of Lambda and become a Call of Duty player now.
I'm the new ninja now.
Yeah. Every time there's a new BR, there's a potential for that. All right, guys. We're headed out. Thanks for joining us with the stream. And again, the link for Lambda's in the description. So I'll see you guys later in the video.